Okay, we got to talk about this. Tyre Nichols, 5 Memphis police officers charged over death. Let me say this first.
Good.
Let me say this. All yesterday, from literally like early in the morning, 6 in the morning, all we kept seeing people say was, "Oh, we're dropping the tape today. It's the worst thing you ever seen." Oh, we dropping the tape. Now, when you think about somebody telling you when they're about to release something, a release date, that usually means they want you to have anticipation. They want you to actually be invested in it. Bro, they started releasing, the parents, I guess, released a video of the son. I guess he was a skateboarder. They released a video of him, like a celebration of him. And I was like, it's like they released a trailer before the movie dropped. I've never seen, well, they've done this before as far as telling you.
They've definitely done this before.
They've done this before where they tell you what time they're going to release.
Telling lies. Because they definitely done it before several times.
Listen to what I'm saying. They have told you before what time they're going to release a cam.
And they've done that before and locked shit down.
But I've never seen them release a trailer for a cam.
No, I ain't seen no trailer.
It was almost like a trailer. And they wanted you to anticipate it so much. They were just telling you how bad it was. You saw the mayor. We saw the police chief, the president, the attorney general, mayors of other cities.
Your boy,
Adams. Seeing how they're preparing and they're making a necessary adjustments so they can prepare for possible
I wonder if
protests.
Governor Easley came out and said something.
Who?
Governor Easley. He's the governor of Washington State. Easley. Yeah, that's cracking name.
There go another. Equals poison. That's the worst white sugars.
You would know.
9 chunky. What the 5 officers did was wrong, but they didn't do this in any white officer. So let this. Now we're gonna get to that too. The reason why I'm thinking that it became a big deal. They wanted you to prepare for what you're about to see. They were telling you how bad it was. It was the worst ever.
Well,
and I didn't watch it, but I saw the responses. And obviously, you see pictures and clips, tiny little pieces of it when you scroll and you see it starts playing automatically. And I thought, I've seen this before. Unfortunately, I'm not desensitized to it, but this brutality is normal amongst officers. Why do they sell us that this was the worst? You remember when
for me, it is the worst
because they're black.
Because
I get
it's
that
5
part.
black men that killed another black man, knowing.
I agree. That part makes it worse. I'm talking about the actual murder. Murder is murder. It's pretty equal amongst them. They don't outshine each other from that point of view. What's his name? Ronald Green. I'm gonna show y'all that. Like, that was the same exact. It was the same exact. He got pulled over, pulled out his car, beaten, tased, maced, and died. And no one really talked about it on the mainstream level. So then you ask, why did this make mainstream news? Well, I look at the officers, and I started seeing these think pieces of people saying that this was an example of black men wanting black power and willing to act it out under white supremacy. And I thought
that definitely can be used as a talking point.
That's bullshit to me.
Okay.
This was a cops being cops to me.
Okay.
I don't think this had anything to do with them being black. This was cops being blue. Period. When I say blue, I mean cop, not black.
they know, dude.
No, I'm just saying. But let me show. Five ex-police officers have been charged with the second-degree murder after men died following a traffic stop in Memphis, Tennessee. Tyre Nichols, 29, who was black, died 3 days after his arrest on 7th of January for alleged reckless driving. The officers, who are all black, also face charges of aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, official misconduct, and official oppression. We saw within a month, they got fired, indicted, and charged.
Good.
And you go, why ain't this the norm? This would be
because the laws and stuff is different for you. When black people gonna get it through their head? You're not gonna get the same treatment.
Yeah. The family of Mr. Nichols say the autopsy indicated he was severely beaten. U.S. President Joe Biden called for peaceful protests as authorities prepare for release. to release the footage on Friday evening local time. The city's police chief earlier also urged people to remain calm once the clip is made public.
To me,
Go ahead.
To me, that sounds like don't remain calm.
You see,
go out there and tear shit up.
Now you see,
just like you did with George Floyd, tear up your neighborhoods and your communities to cause chaos.
This to
in
me,
the country.
The trailer they released, the constant talking of to what time they're going to release the tape, all these people not in Memphis talking about it. This to me was them saying, we want this to be the George Floyd moment of this year. They weren't really telling you they weren't really telling you to do what they said.
Let's get some distractions.
Because if you see a man get beaten to death and somebody tell you to be calm, you're going to look at them like they're crazy.
Well, I ain't going to see a man get beaten to death because I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but yeah. This is not just a professional failing. Who was the first black woman to serve as the city's police chief, said of ex-officer alleged conduct. This is a failing of basic humanity toward another individual. Okay. Tyre Nichols, brutal beating by police shown on video. Now they say they put him over for traffic violation. They said he
always
ran.
Get a traffic violation.
Huh?
Niggas always getting a traffic violation.
They said he ran.
Just like you remember the story where the guy got a traffic violation, then he ran. He ran to the house, and the police officer went in the house and got him?
No, they didn't run in the house and got him. He ran in the house and shot him. And that was the whole thing where you go, okay, he ran in the house. The cop could have been thinking he's going there to get a weapon. Who knows? But damn, he ran in the house and killed him for a traffic violation.
What bothered me is these were black male police officers. So why did he run?
Because they were cops.
Had he had bad encounters with black police officers as well? That's why he ran too?
We know historically a lot of black people say that their worst encounters have came with black officers. They're way more aggressive, way more violent. They escalate things way quicker. That's what a lot of people say that, especially back in the day, Harlem and all those places. What's his name? The dude, he was spoken in Harlem. Damn, I forgot his name. The gay dude, civil rights activist.
Baron.
No. The poet. No, was he a poet or something? A speaker?
I don't know who the hell you talking about.
Yeah, he was saying how the black officers are worse than the white ones, as far as cops go. So, authorities released video footage Friday showing Tyre Nichols being beaten by Memphis police officers who held the black motorist down and repeatedly struck him with their fists, boots, and batons as he screamed for his mother.
Just like George Floyd?
Just like George Floyd.
Is this a...
That's why I didn't want to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm just saying.
Is this fake?
No, I don't think it's fake. Well, when you say fake, what do you mean?
When I say fake, I don't mean that this actually didn't happen and this ain't real, but is this a storyline that was meant to be carried out like George Floyd?
Or was it something that was turned into a storyline? I think that's a better way to say it. Do you think it was turned into one? It's something that happened and they said, oh, we can use this to push some type of agenda we got down the line. That's what I think George Floyd was. I'm lying. George Floyd's situation is crazy. George Floyd.
See, there you go. He told you he lying.
Hold on. Is it lying if I told you I'm lying?
Well, you just admitted that you be lying.
I didn't say be lying. I didn't lie. I just said something and I had a different thought in my head.
You be lying.
The infinite B. But my point is that George Floyd situation it's a lot of stuff into that one. We're not gonna go into that right now, but
no, we definitely not.
Tyre Nichols, a lot of it is people are saying that because they're black, does it make it less of a racial incident? This is why I said, were they black officers or were they just cops?
They were black officers.
What's the difference between the black officers and the white officers doing this?
What's the difference between a black officer doing this?
I'm not talking about our opinion. I mean, as far as the system is concerned. Aren't they just cops?
Clearly, they're not just cops. Because when white police officers do this, they get on paid leave. They get to go on leave with pay, and it gets investigated. And the tape doesn't come out as quick. It takes months.
Yeah, that's true. It took 2 years. It took 2 years for Ronald Green's tape to come out.
So clearly, being a black police officer and a white police officer is not the same.
Yeah. Reverend Al Sharpton to deliver eulogy at Tyre Nichols' funeral in Memphis. I thought we was done with Al Sharpton. And you know who the lawyer is?
Well, Al Sharpton definitely looked like he almost done.
You know who the lawyer is, right?
Ben?
Yep.
It's always Ben.
Ben is on A. Ben is on one.
Ben out here suing everybody.
Yeah, he's suing people, representing people. It's like
checks coming in the mail all the time.
His firm, whoever that work underneath him, they
ain't never let Ben go.
They ain't never got a day off. They make bread. Everybody eating. All former officers charged in Tyre Nichols' death out on bond. As far as I know, they're all out on bond right now. They've already got their lawyers and stuff. And you think about this, you go as a cop, and we go into that as a black cop. You know what you did.
There's no need to take this to trial. It's guilty.
Well, I'm talking about their conscience. It's like, are you really going to justify your actions? Like,
sadly.
What do you expect? Do you think nothing should happen to you? Like, really? But there was a part of the clip that I saw. I didn't see the whole thing, like I said. One of the dudes, after they beat him, he turned away and he does like a sigh of relief. Like, whew. Like he just got some stress off his chest. Like he really just relieved. Like all the anger you've had or something, you just took it out on this dude. Like, you think nothing should happen to you. And obviously before the tape came out, Tyre Nichols' family want, before video release, we want peace. They were told, obviously, to go out and say that because, for some reason they think people care about what the parents say. Nobody care. Let's be honest. After that situation happened in Texas, what's her name? The girl who was killed? Tanya, what's her name? Anita? I forgot how you say her name.
Start with a B.
Tatiana, I forgot how you say her name.
Tatiana.
She, her parents, her mother, should I say, came out and was like, we don't want no violent protests. Everything is good. We're going to talk about this. We forgive. And the dad obviously was the one who was saying, I want justice. I don't want no settlement. He ended up dying of a heart attack. Not too long after he made those comments. Not going to go into that. But the point of the matter is, after that moment, a lot of people say, I'm not listening to the parents no more. We try to come out and support, and you criticizing us for our support of you and the trauma you're going through. So what's the point of even acknowledging you? A video of Tyre Nichols being killed by police is due to be released Friday. Even the police chief says it shows a heinous and what it shows is heinous and inhumane. Now I want to where is this? The police chief warned. Where's it at? I'm going to show this right quick. Hold on.
I expect you to feel what the Nichols family feels. I expect you to feel outrage in the disregard of basic human rights, as our police officers have taken an oath to do the opposite of what transpired on the video. I
can't not acknowledge the hands.
We all see the hands.
I just had to point that out.
Expect our citizens to exercise their First Amendment right to protest, to demand.
Although most police officers, especially all police officers, are part of some fraternal order, so they're unions. So
demand action and results. But we need to ensure our community is safe in this process. None of this is a calling card for inciting violence or destruction on our community or against our citizens. In our hurt, in our outrage and frustration, there is still work to be done to build each other up, to continue the momentum of improving our police and community relationships and partnerships, to show those who watch us now that this behavior is not what will define our community and our great city. This is not a reflection of the good work that many Memphis police officers do every day.
Now, about what Memphis police officers do every day, let's talk about you, Miss, how do you say her name?
Just say Miss Davis.
Miss Davis. Now, Miss Davis has a history. She used to be the police chief in Atlanta.
Throwing the black woman under the bus.
No, this is the truth.
Saw the video?
That's absolutely right.
And then when you saw it, what was your reaction?
I was outraged. It was incomprehensible to me. It was unconscionable, and
I felt that I needed to do something and do something quickly.
I know that's what you said, right? Tyre Nichols' case. Memphis police chief was once fired from Atlanta Police Department. I said she was the chief. I'm sorry. The point of the matter is...
Lying again.
What? The point of the matter is she was the police chief. And guess she's the one who set up something called the Red Dogs in Atlanta.
You got proof of that?
Yes. There was a song once by the Goody Mob where they talked about it. But they called themselves the Red Dogs. They were known for being one of those police squadrons or squads that go around and were very aggressive, kicking your dough type group. Well, she also is the one that started these 5 black men. The name of their squadron was Scorpion, which has now been completely, they got rid of it now, the Scorpion squad. So she set up the Red Dogs in Atlanta, ended up getting fired, came to Memphis and set up the Scorpions. Now, we could say those 5 men did what they wanted to do. They are guilty of their actions.
Exactly.
But we can also say this police chief definitely encouraged it. So I look at these men and them killing him. How many other men have they beaten? It is definitely not their first time, obviously.
No.
This is a normal thing for the Scorpion squad. So how many men did they beat and the men filed reports against them, complaints, and the police chief ignored it? Told them, good job. She should be fired, and she should never be able to take any position in this country again. Those men should be in prison. They murdered someone, but she should be fired and never be allowed to hold position ever again. Do you agree?
Now I have to do some research.
Some research? I'm
gonna have to do some research on that.
Now I gotta show Jason Whitlock.
Fat ass.
Because he made some comments that pissed off majority of people because it just seemed unnecessary, some of it. Let me show what he had to
I wish
say.
he would have came on there when the green dude.
Ronald Green was beaten, yeah.
He didn't come on there then.
Oh, no, it wasn't important. He didn't have no narrative to spin at that point.
Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do.
Now, I remember when people was asking, when this tape come out, please don't have a black person on your show and have the tape playing in the background while they're talking. And that's exactly what Fox News did. It's like...
when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected or put some black woman in charge of the police force. And we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers. If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority, that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all time, because there was no male authority in your home, let's have that discussion. But that's not where they want to take us. They want to take us down the path of saying, you know what, this is Tucker Carlson's fault. This is some random this is Donald Trump's fault. It's not. It's the breakdown of family and the buying in to all these left-wing things that have nothing to do with promoting family.
Okay. I didn't understand the point of the single motherhood because a police chief, her marriage or children don't really matter. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of
he said that because that's something that he talks about a lot on his platform.
Yeah.
So he's bringing that into the conversation, saying, "Oh, just like how they run in the households being single,
yeah,
and these young black boys out here have no authority and respect and are causing chaos in the community. When you get a black woman in leadership who's single, she's gonna, run the ship the same way."
So, is his solution to only have black male police chiefs?
Yes.
Or is he saying any police chief of any race?
Well, no. I think he's saying women should not be.
No, it seems like he's saying black women.
Oh, just black women.
Because he didn't say that about women. He didn't say single womanhood. He said single black women.
I think he's saying that from a perspective of him being a black man.
And for them all being black men in the video. But the point of the matter is, I thought that he could have made a point like that without... he didn't have to say the things he said to make his point. I feel like he went... purposely to antagonize
Yes,
on
he
Fox
did.
News. I won't say that he didn't make a point, but his point kind of gets lost in this story to me. If you're talking about the family dynamics at home, then that's a conversation you could have.
Well,
But
he's
at
saying
the
the family
police-
dynamics at home is affecting
Well, you have to know,
outside the home.
but you would have to say that all those men come from single mothers, and that might not be true. The dude who was killed did not come from a single mother. His mom and dad are married, I think. I said I think.
Is there gonna be another lie?
That's not a lie. His mom and dad are together,
Okay.
and then it just comes out they're not together.
Then I'm gonna say you telling a lie.
I'll tell you what, his mom and dad are in his life. That's a better way to say it.
Well, hold on. Well, that would defeat Jason Whitlock's point. You could be a single mother and the father be in the kid's life.
Well, you're not a single mother. You are a single mother by that's
What are
semantics
you
though.
then?
That's semantics. It's like you're a
There ain't
single
no damn
mother,
semantics. It is what it is.
but when people say single mother, they mean the father's a deadbeat. If you're a single
That
mother,
ain't-
but the father is active in the you're a single mother, but it's like you're single and you're a mother. You're not a single mother. It's semantics, I know, but it's like it's a different thing. You know what I mean, though, don't you?
I think we're getting it's slowly coming in.
But you
for
get it
some
though.
of us. Yeah.
You get it. You get it. Let me show this. Even the FBI director came
Some
out.
of us are a little slow, so it'll take a while for us to get it.
Nah. The FBI director even came out and said something about the tape. So, yeah,
But
it
the
is what it is.
FBI director didn't come out and say nothing about Hunter Biden's laptop, the files.
They
We're
went-
waiting for the FBI to talk about that, but he have enough time to talk about this story.
But this is the story we're talking about. 5 Louisiana officers charged in death of black motorist Ronald Green. It took 3 years for the tape to come out. They did the same exact thing to him, and we didn't see all this come from it. They stood
It's
around and
pretty
beat
simple
him. They
'cause
beat
the
him.
officers was white.
But I'm saying they stood around and beat him for a little while. Like, they were just, playing with him out there. But yeah. Let me
Sponsored by Pfizer.
I didn't realize it's a big ass Pfizer ad. Wait, what's going on right now? Y'all should be getting out of Dodge. I'm just saying. Jury views body cam footage recorded night a Temple officer, police officer fatally shot Michael Dean. So this is another situation where a cop shot the dude, lied about what happened, and now the cam footage just came out and it's proving him to be a liar. Now he's representing this guy, Lee Merritt.
Well, we know it's either Ben or Lee Merritt, one of the two.
Yeah, so now we only got two of them that represent the whole country. At least, no, let me stop. Like, more than likely, if they mean these are people in the public eye in front of cameras. There's plenty of black people, I'm sure, that do this. They just don't do it in front of cameras and stuff. They do it behind the scenes. Let's give a hand clap to the heroes that don't got to show their face on camera to do social justice for black people.
I ain't clapping.
Why?
I ain't clapping.
Why?
That shit corny. I ain't clapping for that shit.
How is that corny? You don't want to clap for somebody who's doing something good for the community? Damn. So the jury in trial for Carmen DeCruz, a former Temple police officer charged with manslaughter in the 2019 fatal shooting of a black man during and you see right here, it happened in 2019. They ain't see the damn tape till 2023.
Damn.
Like, they didn't see the tape until the trial. Now, they'll say the reason why they don't release the tape is because you don't want to change the jury selection. The people in the jury will have already seen.
Well, the jury already seen these. What just happened with these? black
Well, that's what they're
police
saying. It
officers.
messes up the case. That's why you see people like the dude from George Floyd case. He constantly is trying to get whatchamacallit, because he's saying their opinion was already formed before the trial because they saw the tape, they saw the backlash and all the other.
But they're gonna show the
protests.
tape during the trial again. So,
But you already saw it. You already formed an opinion what they believe.
but yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. They want to show it to you after if you've gotten the quote unquote facts. Now we show you the tape at the trial.
oh, when you're able to put everything in context.
yeah. They think
No,
it makes it.
I mean, if I see it and it ain't gonna really change nothing.
That's how George Zimmerman got off. Obviously, they said people was on the stand line too, but it is what it is. For the first time, the jury and the public got to glimpse of the former police officer body cam footage from that night. The video from the courthouse showed the crew step out of his car with a gun drawn, approach the passenger side of the Dean's car, shouting "Stop right there" and open it up. He eventually complies, and the crew reaches his car with his gun still drawn, shouting "Give me the keys." As Dean gives the crew the keys, he is then shot and killed.
That's a man named Carmen.
Yeah, him, Carmen DeCruz.
I thought there was a woman named. That ain't no.
Well, remember that woman that killed a young dude in Minneapolis. He was in a car, and she tried to pull out. She said she tried to pull her taser out, but accidentally pulled a gun out and shot him.